Click on your local server and then click on hyperlink for Ethernet 0 and please rename it to LAN. And the second one, please disable this one. Don't rename it, we need to rename it later. So disable this, the Ethernet 1, and the LAN one, double click on it, click on properties. So uncheck please IP version 6 and select IP version 4 and click on properties, and then click on use the following IP address, the second option, and give it an IP address 192.168.10.2 and default subnet mask 192.168.10.1, and then please for DNS we don't need to right now, it's okay, so do okay and then close it and then cancel this network connections. And now please click on this computer name, hyperlink for computer name, and please click on remote. It's already enabled, we promoted it from our
template.
yeah, so click on the computer name and click on change, and then please give it a name NT Tor DC1. Click OK. So OK for restart. Close this system properties wizard and then click on restart now. And how to mess up with the networks.
That's good. Good question, right?
So please log in. Let it promote a domain controller, and we have two options for then anti-tor FS1. Either we have to delete this machine, or we will use it as a SAN, and we will use the SAN tab machine as a node, because both will be on the different page. They are not on the same updates level. The FS2 has 180 days now validation remaining, and the FS1 has just few days left. So please click on add roles and features and make sure we are anti-tor DC1. So then please click on next, and then please which role we are going to add.
LTDS, domain service.
Ahmed,
Yes.
which role should I go for?
I didn't get the question. What do we do now?
We are going to promote this domain server as a domain controller.
So, yes, sir.
So Active Directory, domain and services, right? Second role. Select that one and then click on add features. So this role, second role, Active Directory, domain services. So click next. No, so then please click next. So please next and restart if required. Do yes and then install. So while it installing, please come to your anti-tor FS1. Anti-tor FS1, and then please click on local server, and then click on this hyperlink for domain. Click on this, click on change, and then please instead of domain move it to workgroup and type here workgroup.
I don't know what happened to mine at this one. It shut down.
Is it expired? You did not get license on it?
It's okay, I'm just waiting for the button.
And please don't, and in the computer name, so guys,
Yes.
in the computer name change it to tor san. So we are doing two things. One, we are going to change it to from domain to workgroup, and the second in computer name anti-tor san. So-
Already another one, right? In the same
Yeah, that's just a label. Inside we did not rename it.
Okay.
So we will rename it accordingly. First, right now we are here on FS1, so we are going to give it a name SAN. So do OK and do OK. So please type administrator. And then password. Do OK. So do OK please. OK. Close and then restart. And now please on your left side where we have anti-tor FS1, right click and rename. The third option, rename, and rename it to SAN.
This one?
Yeah. And then what we have SAN, the third one, right click and rename it to FS1. Shahul, can you have a look on the Ashley?
I'm okay. I'm
Okay. Okay. Then we renamed FS1 to SAN, and now we are renaming SAN to FS1. So now we are anti-tor FS1, it's came up, FS2 and now SAN. We can log into SAN as well.
Oh, for the same, you know the FS1 we changed to SAN, right? The
Yeah.
password is welcome1.
SAN is welcome one in your case?
No, because it went back to the old administrator. The old one.
Oh, yeah, old one had-
That's one.
That's well. Okay, thank you.
You didn't put one person. You don't-
Yeah. And the entry. What was
For this one.
So please come to your anti-tor DC1 and see the installation is completed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we have there one hyperlink, promote this server to a domain controller. Click on this.
Add a new phrase.
And now we are going to add a new forest. The third option, and root domain will be newtech.edu. And now if you guys want to change the domain, we can, because we are going to have a new domain. So newtech.edu. So next. So please, forest functional level and domain functional level, move it to 2008 R2, the forest functional level,
8R2.
or 2012 R2. Go for 2012. Windows Server 2012 R2 for domain and forest functional level. Windows Server 2012 R2.
Before we didn't change, I think.
Yeah, we did not change before. So assign the password welcome1, welcome1. So welcome1, and then please click on next. Next. So are you Ahmed on this page? So please click next.
So what was the domain name?
Edu.
MacBios is new type.
So we will go with the default folders path. So please click on next. Again click on next. One or more prerequisite failed. Please fix these issues and click rerun.
We did something there.
Verification of prerequisite for domain controller promotion failed. DNS servers are required to proceed. Complete the DNS client configuration before you proceed. One or more prerequisite failed. Please fix these issues and click. So please leave it here and right click on the internet icon to access connection center. So open network and sharing center. Click on change adapter settings.
We have to give IP to DNS.
Yeah. So double click on LAN properties. Select IPv4. Click on properties and please give the DNS address 192.168.10.2 and then please do OK. Close.
192.168.10.2.
Yeah.
2 DNS.
10.2, whatever the IP address you have given this. So click on rerun prerequisite check. Click on this, see if it resolved.
Yeah, result.
So now all prerequisite checks passed successfully. So click on install. So if it's done, please click on close. It will restart automatically. Up, we can do something else on the other servers. So on your server FS2, FS1, bring your server manager up on anti-tor FS1, click on local server, and then please click on hyperlink for Ethernet 0. And now first disable this Ethernet 1, right click and disable Ethernet 1, and then right click on Ethernet 0 and rename it LAN. So double click on it, are we together? So click on properties, uncheck IPv6 and select IPv4, click on properties and then choose the second option to assign the IP manually. So 192.168.10.3 and default gateway 192.168.10.1 and DNS server 192.168.10.2. So it anti-tor FS1. So please do OK, close, and then please close, and now please click on the hyperlink for name, computer name, and click on change and give it a name anti-tor FS1, and then please click OK. OK, close and restart. And now please move to the third machine, anti-tor FS2, and on the server manager click on local server and then please click on hyperlink for Ethernet 0. Disable the Ethernet 1, right click on Ethernet 1 and disable it, and for Ethernet 0 rename it to LAN. Double click on this LAN, go to properties, unselect IPv6 and select IPv4. Click on properties, choose the second option, use the following IP address, and now IP address will be 192.168.10.4, default gateway 192.168.10.1 and DNS 192.168.10.2. So do OK,
Change name.
close, and close this window. And now please click on the hyperlink for computer name, then click on change, and name will be NT Tor FS2. Aman,
Yes, sir.
same page. So click OK. So OK. Do OK, close and restart. And now come to the fourth server, NT-Tor SAN. Click on local server. So we already given the name NT-Tor SAN. We have given the IP address.
That's wrong.
That's the wrong. We have given the same IP address to FS1 as well. So please click on this hyperlink for LAN. Double click on LAN. Click on properties. Select IPv4 properties and change 4 to 3 to 5. The only change will be 3 to 5. So done. 5. Do OK. Close, and close. Now hopefully our DC will be up. Is it up for everyone? So then please log in. Now as a domain administrator, make sure it's newtech /administrator.
So DC1 is .2,
Yeah,
FS1 is .3,
yeah,
FS2 is 4, and then SAN is 5.
5.
It's better to put them like in the order. DC first and FS.
Yeah, you can hold the tab and move its place.
Yeah.
I have done that. NT-Tor DC1 is on first, then FS1, FS2, and FSAN. So Ahmed, what are you doing now?
Just picking up.
They are not up yet. So on DC1,
I finished now.
click on Tools, and then Active Directory Users and Computer. Tools, and then Active Directory Users and Computer, 5th option. Just to make sure we don't have anything there. In computers we have nothing. In domain controllers we have one domain controller, NT-TOR DC1. That's fine. Minimize it. And now please NT-TOR FS1 log into this server.
What is the IP address for FS1?
.3. So DC1.2, FS1.3, FS2.4 and SAN.5. So on TOR FS1, please click on local server
To domain.
and then click on workgroup hyperlink. Click on change. Then under member of, click on domain and type the domain name, new tech. So new tech, then do OK. So what's the reason why it's not finding out?
Because like firewall show
Do you have same error or not?
same error.
You have joined?
That's okay.
So please on your come back to TOR DC1, your DC1.
So we cancel out from the.
No. If it's good. Let it join. The guys who have got the error,
My problem is same as like you.
yeah, DC1, click on local server. The guys who has this problem, come back to DC1, click on local server, and then hyperlink for LAN, click on that, double click on LAN, click on properties, select IPv4 properties,
Yeah, the IP
and then change the DNS IP address 192.168.10.2 and do OK. Close, minimize this network connections, so we might need to come back. So come back to NTF TOR FS1, do OK, and then click again on OK.
FS1.
Yeah. Change, and then one thing more. So guys, cancel. I'm canceling this window, and I'm clicking on the firewall hyperlink. So it's fine, right?
We have to check to DC1.
DC1, it should be up, the domain one.
Yeah, it's up.
So hyperlink of the firewall, turn Windows firewall on or off, and turn it off. Now come to FS1.
Still error. I have to refresh something.
Yeah. Click on workgroup, hyperlink, click on change, click domain, and then new tech. Do OK, and it should be fine now.
Just hold on.
Still error.
Choose the IP address.
So in domain, new tech, and then do OK. Yes, now it's asking for credentials, administrator, and password.
Just need to.
This guy is very good. But now what happened?
Yeah,
I put
just-
EDU.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
doesn't matter.
Administrator.
Yeah.
So both are same, right? Not new tech EDU or new tech, right?
New tech, yeah. New tech, fine.
You just need a name.
For joining the domain,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, new tech is enough.
Enough, right? Yes.
And but if we are typing newtech.edu, no
No
problem.
problem, right?
Yes, yeah, I need.
So welcome to the new tech domain. Okay, close.
Yeah.
Restart.
Welcome to
Now he's on FS1 now or which server?
FS1.
FS1. Joining the domain.
You have to do on FS2 also.
So if it has joined the domain, please log in as a domain administrator now. So Ahmed, please don't go with this administrator now. Click on this other user.
EDC, okay. Before that is
Hmm.
So new tech / administrator. And let it join the domain. And let me see what Ahmed is doing. So okay for VMware tools, and let me log in again here. And come to the third machine FS02, log in.
Just log in. Yeah, you can join. Yeah, it's just.
And now please on your server manager local server, and then click on the hyperlink for workgroup, change, and then domain new tech. No, don't try with this environment now. He has the same seeds on the machine. So Ashley, are we on the same page?
Yeah.
Do OK, OK, close and restart. And now please come to the fourth machine, anti-SAN. Again here, hyperlink for workgroup. Click on change, domain, and then new tech. So do OK. Credentials. Let it search, and let me log into the first machine FS02 with other user. So new tech / administrator. anti-SAN. Do OK, OK, close and restart. So guys, let me log in. So I guess I have joined the domain.
So resume the video or?
Yeah, I resumed. So guys, Now before moving forward, please make sure the firewall is turned off on all of the machines, because the domain firewall will be up after joining the domain. If I click on my domain controllers, firewalls hyperlink, I guess it should be fine, and it's fine. And on NTTOR FS1, if I click on local server and then the firewall domain is on, so hyperlink, click on the hyperlink, this one for the firewall, and click on turn Windows firewall on or off and turn it off. And then on the third machine I will have to log in again for VMware tools. So the FS2 local server, then again the firewall link, turn Windows firewall on and off, and turn it off. And then the SAN, same thing. So local server, and here it's already off, so good. So guys, now the scenario is we have these 4 servers. So this one is our DC, this one is our FS1, so FS2, and this one is our SAN. The IP address is over here, we have 192.168.10.2 with subnet mask 255.0 and default gateway 192.168.10.1, and then the DNS is 192.168.10.2. Then on FS1 we have IP address 3. On FS2 we have 4, and on SAN we have 5. So these IPs associated with our first NIC card here. The NIC card we have over here. These IPs we have assigned to this NIC card. Now for failover clustering networking, we need 2 extra NIC cards on our participatory nodes of the cluster. The servers who are going to take part in our cluster, we need 1 extra NIC card there for their heartbeat, so they can keep checking each other they are alive or not. So 1 IP address we have given here. Right now my this NIC card has 192.168.10.2. My this second NIC card has .3 on the second server, and over here 4, and here I have 5. So right now we have these NIC card available and we have assigned these IP addresses. Now we need to add another NIC card to these two machines. FS1 and FS02, and the IP we are going to assign these servers will be 10.10.10.10 slash 8. You guys understand what the slash 8 is, right? So 10.10.10.11 and slash 8. So the networking right now, the earlier one we have all of these networking we are using right now. These network adapters, all of these they are for regular communication, regular connectivity. So all type of traffic will be keep going back and forth using these network adapters. But the thing is, in cluster, the servers we are going to add in that cluster, they need extra NIC cards due to their internal communication for a cluster communication. The reason is we can go with the same network adapters. We can use with the same IP addresses as well. But the traffic it gets generated through the cluster, it will be way burden over this network. It can bring this network down. What these two IPs gonna do with each other? These two ones, they will be going to ping after every 1 second. They will be pinging each other. After every 1 second. As we discussed earlier, this one gonna be, one of them will be the active node and the second will be the passive node. So the active node and passive node will keep pinging each other. They will be communicating with each other after every second. And when the 5 pings will be lost, if they are sending ping and they are not getting reply back, they will send again, then third time, fourth time, fifth time. If they cannot get reply on their 5th pings, the passive node will assume the active is down and it will take over. It will take over the role and it will start replying the clients. And it will assume, okay, no more active node is available. So it works like that. So what we will do, we will not only bringing this these two nodes into a cluster, we will install one application on top of that, and then we will crash one of the server, the active server, and we will keep working on the application. So if we will be able to keep working, it means it's a healthy and good cluster. So the first part of this lab is networking, to configure the networking and be have a environment ready for the cluster. So we have done the major portion, and today it was very heavy major portion of our lab. So now we need to add the second NIC to our FS1 and FS2, and luckily we already have those two NICs there. We need to just change it to, instead of VMnet 8, we are going to change it to some other VMnet, right? So come back to your environment, open your VMware workstation, and then on your FS1, anti-Tor FS1, right click on the tab for FS1, go to settings, and then click on the second adapter, the custom VMnet 8. Whichever the network adapter is connected to VMnet 8, click on that, and in custom area please change it to VMnet 2. And then do OK. Then please come to the second server, anti-Tor FS2, right click, go to settings, and now please again select the VMnet 8 ones, not 18's ones, 8 one, VMnet 8, click on that.
So
Yeah,
I choose VM1 net 2.
you have only one.
He is in FS1.
So we choose net or net?
Not
You have two network adapters or no?
I have 2.
You have two network
So I
adapters.
choose in 8 one. Adapter 2. custom.
Yeah, VMnet 8, select this one.
Yeah, select.
One is on 18 and one is on 8. Select 8 ones and change it to 2. So do OK.
FS2. This one also. FS2.
Now please, we are on FS2. While sitting there, please click on this hyperlink for LAN. And now Ethernet 1.
It give an error. Change to VM.
Error reading the auto logon state. Internet. Do OK. Yeah. So now rename Ethernet 1 to HB for heartbeat. HB. And then again right click on it and enable it. Now double click on this network adapter, click on properties, uncheck IPv6 and select IPv4, click on properties and select second option to assign the IPs manually. So what we have decided to assign, 10.10.10.11, it's FS2. For FS2 we decided 11. Just click on tab and it will take the 8-bit subnet mask. That's it. So make sure on FS2 we are going 10 10 10 11. Do OK. Close it. Close it. Close this one and now come to the FS1. On FS1 please click on this hyperlink for LAN. And now please simple click and then right click on Ethernet 1 and rename it to HB, heartbeat, HB. Now right click and enable this. Double click on this network adapter, click on properties, uncheck IPv6, select IPv4. For IPv4, click on properties, select second option to assign the IP manually, and then assign IP address 10.10.10.10 and hit on tab to get the 8-bit subnet mask. So do OK, and then please close it. Close it. Now first thing what we needed to do for our clustering, the networking, we have done that part. So now they can separate the traffic. For the normal communication, they will be using 192.168.10.x subnet, and for their internal traffic to check each other's either they are alive or not. For that, for heartbeat traffic, they will be using 10.10.10.10 and then 11. So this one is for heartbeat traffic. So after connectivity, what we need to do, we need to provide storage for this cluster. And what we are going to do for storage, we already have one disk attached to each server where our operating system is residing, and whatever so far we have done is sitting on top of those disks. This one is our DC. So FS1, or let me write down node 1. The servers who take part in clustering, we call them nodes. So our node 1 and node 2. Now if we bring them to the server cluster, we install cluster role on both of them using their own local disks. The whole purpose of the clustering will be going into waste, right? We are not going to get benefit of it, because any server will fail, the disk will be gone, and all the data sitting on that disk will not be available to end users. So now we are going to add 3 disks on our SAN server. So it's a SAN. So 1 disk for quorum, absolutely fine, and these 2 for storage. So when we provide the disks remotely using SAN to different nodes, we call them LUN, L-U-N, LUN. So it will be in our case LUN 1, and then we say it's a logical unit number. And the second will be LUN 2. Again messed up. We will add disks on SAN, and then we will access these disks to map these drives to our nodes. So each drive will be available for node 2, and then each disk will be available to node 1 as well. So both node will be sharing these LUNs. For this, first we need to add the disks to our SAN, and then we will come back to this slide. I guess today we can add at least, right? And we can format those disks. So please open your anti-torch SAN. We are on SAN server. Right click on this tab and click on settings. Then please click on add. I will do yes and you guys will do no. And then the first option is already selected, hard disk. So click on next. Again next. So again next, and we already have given 60, so it will get confused with that. So give it as 40 GB. So 40, then next, and finish. Now repeat the step 2 times more. So add. It's hard disk, so next, 40, and next, and finish. One time more, add, next, 40, and then next, and finish. Now we have 3 disks, 40 GB. Added to this server. So do OK, and now click on this dashboard, and here we have file and storage services. Click on this expanding arrow, and we are inside our file and storage services. So click on disks, and we have 3 offline disks available. So first please click on the first disk. Right click on bring online, do yes. Again right click on the same disk, take and then initialize. The second last option, click on initialize and click yes. Please right click again on the same disk, and now the first option, new volume, click on new volume. It's before you begin.
So online and then initialize.
First online, then initialize, and now we are turning it to volume. So next, and now we are going to choose the first disk, next, and E drive letter is okay, and here give the name it LUN01, LUN LUN 01, then next, and then click on create. It's done. So please click on close, and now choose the second disk. Then please right click, bring online, yes, again right click, initialize, yes, again right click, and now this time new volume, and then next, and choose the second disk, next, 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 and learn 02. Then please next, and click on create. So close, and then please the last one, it's already online now. So just click on initialize, do yes, yeah, number 3,
So click online.
yeah, first online, then initialize, and then right click and new volume. Are you on the same page now? Are you here? So do next, select the third disk remaining, so next, 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 and then learn 03. 03. So then next, and create. So click on close, and now please click on this file explorer of this server, file explorer on the taskbar, yellow folder there, and then click on this PC, and now we have, other than C, we have learn 01, 2, and 3 disks we are already available now. So we will start the class from here next week. So now we have provided the networking, and the second thing, we have SAN available with 3 disks. Pardon?
This one they hurry.
So you didn't send the link to my Gmail
I sent.
yet.
I need to go to the,
Last
social,
class,
social, go to social.
Yeah, everyone has this confusion. Gmail inbox, click on inbox, and on top there are 3 tabs.
Yes.
One is primary, second is social, third is promotions. Click on socials and you will see all the emails there.
The first time I have given to you the Hotmail ID,
Yeah.
and then last class I gave you a button.
I added you and I shared.
Okay.
Like some of them,
First please shut down SAN, then FS1, FS2, and at the last DC1. And when you will be turning on the machine, always first turn on DC and then the other machines.